All right, last time in the God-Breaking, you guys are in Solaria, and you had managed to make your way out from the core of Solaria, the underworld of Solaria, which was the Modrin's home, the land of Modarim, and made your way to the surface of Solaria. And the surface of Solaria is this massive mountain, a mountain, the size of a world, or at least a continent. And it was once lavish or lush and heavily populated and cultivated and civilized, but now it has been reduced primarily to rubble. So this massive mountain, of which I do not have a picture other than this, this massive mountain is all of Solaria, and at the top of Solaria you saw Bahamut, anchored to the very top, on which there is a splendid looking palace at the very top of Solaria. But from that point is tethered high in the sky a massive dragon. Okay, enraged, soaring around, almost in like a fury or a berserking rage. He goes around and he scorches parts of his world. Also on the world are moving, and now obviously this mountain is not to scale, but these things are incredibly large, I'm talking like a couple hundred, 200-300 miles tall. Are the two remaining titans on Solaria. I think you'd learned, or I don't know, you deduced or whatever, that titans were once the cities, were the cities of Solaria, and there used to be quite a few of them, but now the only two that you see remaining are these. There's Titan Rathmus and Titan Zadius. Okay, these things are larger than large, like I said, hundreds of miles, and they actually bear cities on them. Okay, so you guys had made your way to Titan Rathmus. You got there by a combination of desperation teleporting and purple worm digging underneath the ground. It took you a couple of weeks to get there because, like I said, you're traveling across a continent here.
I mean, we have no idea how long it's been.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a while. And you get to Titan Rathmus, and you guys crawled up, teleported up him, and decided to try to gain entry. And the easiest place that you saw to gain entry was a hole that looked like this. Might or may not have been in the general vicinity of his asshole. And actually might be his asshole. But these are Titans; they're not people, so you don't know what goes in or out of there. Also, last time you guys got a disco ball.
Mm-hmm.
Just so everyone remembers. And I think that's it. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright. You guys are currently standing outside this dark and dank cave-like opening. The rock that you're standing on, the ground that you're standing on, it seems stable, and it seems like rock, actually. It's very much rock and metal. But every once in a while, you can see large plates of it. And when I say large, I mean miles wide, miles long, all at the surface of it, just moving, like armor plates just overlapping each other. But these are large plates of rock and metal. They're just shifting and moving. You can tell that these titans were maybe created this way or grown this way or something. You're not exactly sure. So they're like a biological rock.
It's my favorite kind of rock, you know? So I want to go speak to the rock.
That's right. It is your favorite kind of rock.
So I'm going to go next to the rock and be like, hello. And I'll try to, well, actually, I'll turn into a rock myself.
Okay.
Like butt rocks?
Rock to rock, you know?
Rock to rock?
I'm speaking the language of the rock, yeah.
How close are you getting to the rock?
Oh, within like rumbling range, because we can do tremor sensing, and I'm speaking through the earth, and I'm going, yo, what's up?
Okay, so if this is the cave that you're at, right? And let's say you're this person here. This is not to scale, right? Let's say you're there. Where are you going to try to talk to the rock?
I think I have about 30 or 60 foot range, so I would probably go check it out. Yeah, around here. So I would end up around the corner of that and just rumble
Wait,
my way over.
can you point on the map on the picture that I showed you?
Oh no, I pressed the X and it closed it.
Oh,
Shit.
here.
I'm like, oh, they have a new thing for, marking X up for the spot. No, that was closed.
Gail, how much have you been drinking today?
Slice of cake. There was one slice too much. Well, actually, I haven't started the second cake yet. This is really bad.
Because I know
Is it a
Deimos and
booze
Elwin are
cake?
drunk, but
Well, that's not true. You haven't seen my final power. I did make really boozy. Like I made a whole thing of Jello. Instead of Jello shots, I'm like, fuck that shit. I'll make a big fucking bowl of booze Jello.
wait.
Definitely worth it.
Deimos, you're a pretty big guy, right?
No, you're
I'm-
a big guy.
Like, how tall are you?
Just joking.
And how much do you weigh?
Oh no, dude, I'm an average sized person. I'm like 5'10".
Okay. Oh, okay.
Nah,
But-
dude, you're a
Oh,
little
did
taller
you
than
say
that,
a
right?
huge?
I might be
That's what you
5'11".
say.
Yeah.
I got that. The I pick up weights body.
Okay,
But,
so you're
like,
pretty
I don't-
thick. You're pretty thick.
I'm a thick boy.
You're a thick boy. So, I
I'm
mean,
husky.
how much alcohol does it take to get you drunk?
It depends how much I ate.
And what
if I
alcohol you
ate,
drink.
yeah. Okay, like they're like a light beer, and like I'm chugging this shit fast with my friends who are about as big as I am, and we ate maybe like a 24 pack.
Mm-hmm.
A 24 pack to get you drunk?
Yeah. I mean, we gotta power that shit through really fast. So usually you drink higher ABV stuff to get you drunker
Uh-huh.
because like we're bigger boys, and I'm like the
That's-
smallest of the big boys.
That's why it's just seltzers.
Yeah.
They
Now
don't
if
fill
I
you up
yeah.
and they get you fucked up.
Mhm. If I didn't drink anything, eat anything. That's a different fucking story. Like if I worked out and then we do drinking, ooh, game changer right there. Because your body's trying to absorb everything you get.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what? Like 5 beers instead?
I'd say like a normal amount. I don't know. I wouldn't say beers. Like we'll drink El Presidente margaritas.
Okay.
And so it's like about 4 or 5 shots in each one of those, and drink 3 of those and like a large beer, and you're just like staring at a wall. Like
Oh my
those are the things where like I'm like, what's going on? I don't know, but my Amazon account is full of shit I bought. I don't remember anything.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's a 24 pack. Oh my goodness. Wow. Like a couple days ago, I hadn't eaten anything for most of the day, and I was sitting down with my friend, and I had 2 pours of whiskey. So literally like 2 shots, and and I was having trouble walking up the stairs.
Dude, in the time we talked about this, I drank like 2
Dude.
shots of tequila and a margarita.
Oh my
Like-
goodness.
Oh, wow.
I was telling Anthony that I was gonna have to like dig into my hard liquor because I have like 1 more seltzer left. So I started drinking so early.
Yeah,
Get
So,
to
yeah,
it. Get
it's
to
gonna
it.
be tequila Elwin.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna have to have like a mini D&D session when he comes up here, and like we're all just blitzed out of our fucking minds just to
That'd
see
be
what the fuck happens.
Perfect. But wait, how is tequila Elwin different from regular beer Elwin? Like, we need to actually, log this down for future so we know when we need tequila Elwin.
Actually, tequila
Start!
Elwin's probably good. Tequila's great. We back to my hat tequila, which was like 2 days ago. I bought a dart board and like primo darts. I have no idea how to play darts. I don't know, but I have one now. They came in today.
We'll make up some rules.
Yeah, we are putting that in the garage. Like, I was like, "What's the best shit I can get?" I was like so cocky and confident about it. I was like,
Dude,
"Fuck yeah!"
If you don't get Nikki to like leave the house for the week I'm there, you better put some beds and shit in your garage because that's where we're gonna be sleeping.
Hey, we got the extra room and stuff like that. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, we're,
Alright.
we're gonna get this speed to be dope as fuck.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
fun.
playing so much shit.
That'll be fun. I remember videos of the important stuff. I want to see what happens. Anyway,
Like if it's a dirt board, like anytime you hit the red in your rings, you kind of get points. But then anytime you hit the other color, you drink a shot. So it's a
Um,
win-win.
Yeah. I'm gonna make Alex play Drunk Candyland, which is a game me and my brother came up with.
Drunk Candyland.
You don't. No one wins. It does. You play 3 games and you're tanked in like 40 minutes. It's terrible. It's a bad game. I don't know why we came up with it, but it's terrible.
I'm in.
All right. So, Gail, you go talk. You're trying to talk to the rock. Where did you go? You just went to the wall or something?
I went halfway. I went smack dab in the middle. I used my feet and I rumbled my way over, going hello in rock speech, rumbling.
Okay. Make me just make a wisdom check.
Alrighty.
Oh no, you're gonna summon Adis's mom and that big
big.
butthole.
It's too big. They couldn't land on the city. They couldn't support the weight.
Speaking of weight and buttholes and all, you can see this like rod over there. I wonder if it might actually be having a prostate, so we should check it out.
Adis, turn that rock into a big glove, and Deimos and I will go in as the fingers.
All right. So Gail, you're trying to talk to the rock. You don't get an audible, like, intelligible response, but you feel an emotion. The emotion you're feeling is one of lethargy, one of weakness. That's what
I
the rock is
turn
feeling.
towards Deimos and I'm like, we need a chimichanga and a lot of tequila.
Alright. Dr. Deimos is on the case. You tell me when and where.
Doctor, your nurse is available.
Oh,
What do you want me to do?
Elwin, how'd you get in such a sexy nurse outfit so fast?
Alrighty.
Bought it at the Halloween store.
Oh, it makes sense. It matches your curves.
Yes.
If I
my-
wasn't straight, I would fuck the shit out of you.
Do you see half of my butt cheeks hanging out?
I pull a tape measure and I measure
For
it.
medicine
I'd say
purposes.
2/3 of it, which is actually substantially more. These are for hospital medicine purposes. Good job, my young nurse.
I will try to be as skimpy as you need.
Oh
It's
my
the
god.
best way. We don't want hair inside of our patients.
I shaved myself.
I
Me
need
too.
you. I need you for a very important task, and this is perfect. Yes, please shave, and we are going to do a ritual. It won't take too long, and I'm gonna pour in everything I have into this, and you are going to run around in a circle, and I give you very, very odd instructions as I do this, but it involves a lot of changing clothes, which I'm happy to help you with.
Wait, what's happening? But
So, there is-
obviously-
There is a definite ritual happening in which it needs a lot of tequila to fuel it.
Yes.
I am doing this ritual, and I am pouring in my 9th and my 8th and my 7th, and I am totally sparking it because why not? And here we go. We're gonna do this, and basically, I'm trying to get him high.
Oh, yes. Oh, my clothes. My doctor clothes are coming off.
Wait a second. Oh, what are you linking here? Oh, this is you? Wait. So, Gail, just
Yeah?
for clarification. So you're standing at the entrance to this
You
It's a
do
large-
know what I'm doing. This. I went to college in Texas. We had a lot of people, frat boys, who imbibed alcohol in the wrong direction. I got very drunk very quickly, is what I've heard. So we are basically doing this through the rectum.
Really?
With a lot of
Really?
tequila.
we have a Supreme Court justice that did this. It's called boofing.
Oh yes. So yeah, and like Elwin is the nurse in this situation, and Deimos is his assistant, and so we are giving our patient a shot.
Okay.
Potentially.
Okay, so you are at the entrance to this cavernous structure, and reading the spell, which is Blossom, right? It says you spend 3 hours meditating, and the area around you becomes much more verdant and fertile than it was before. If the
I'm
land,
energizing it, baby.
Yeah. It says if the land was dry, so the land is definitely dry. It says it becomes moist. So
Boys.
I know.
I'm reading the
One of
spell.
my favorite words.
Moist.
All right. So over the next few hours, you sit there channeling, in rock form, this spell, and all around you the cave entrance, which I'll make sure everyone's viewing it. This whole
And
cave
Elwin
entrance
is
here.
pouring and applying the tequila around the rim.
Okay. Okay.
Don't forget to salt it.
The whole entrance, the rock and the dirt walls start become damp and eventually moist, as moisture starts leaking, just dripping its way
Perfect.
down the sides of the cave entrance. Okay.
Deimos helps him because Deimos can fly so they can get to the top.
I'm a doctor. What the fuck is with this long ass thing? Still click it. Click it. Holy
is it?
fuck,
Is
I'm only
that a
this
link?
the biggest.
It doesn't show up
I
as a
think
link.
so.
You gotta put it in Discord.
I can't click it.
I can't click it. This looks like a virus. You're gonna
I
get my
can't.
computer
It's
corona.
over 2,000 characters. Finding a different one.
I want to see it. Copy, paste.
I don't think it's.
There, I got a new one.
It wasn't enough
I
characters.
got a new one. There we go. Easy peasy.
Okay, what's this guy? Medico Gostoso. Kissy Danny.
Really? That's one. Dude, I'm like disappointed right now.
Oh, wait. No, that's not the right one I clicked. The Moisto dude. Okay. Not that one. Sorry. This is the right one right here. Sorry. That was my bad, guys. Hey.
Oh, jeez.
It is all tight. But things are getting loose.
Look at those legs.
Those legs lift.
Oh god.
Let's go, my nurse, and let's do things to this anal cavity.
All right. So, all right, Renly. So you cast a spell, and you're taking the tequila stores that you have, and you're doing what? You're applying them to the cave entrance.
And we are channeling through the.
Closer to your mic, please.
We are channeling through to the tequila to the inner parts, the most precious parts, especially the area that rod is going through, just in case that is raw state. I don't know, but we're trying to get to the parts that will make him wake up, babe. So yes, that's what I'm channeling.
Okay. Cool.
Energy and drunken energy. Yes, that'll be great.
We need one of Bruce's pepper flavored butt plugs.
Oh god.
Wake this guy up.
Pepper flavored butt plug.
Just enough spice to get it right.
Something from the shit show. I'm sorry.
That's pretty crazy. All right. So as you guys are like on the opposite side of here, right? On the other side. Like imagine this is like this picture is transparent or something like that. And you can see that's where you guys are on the opposite side. Okay? And as you're applying this, and Renly, as you're casting your ritual, you can feel the steady swing motion of the Titan as he's lumbering forward, right? then the whole body lurches a little bit as he just becomes a little bit less easy on his feet. Okay.
Alrighty.
When he walks,
Uh-huh.
does he like clench a little bit, or is he like perpetually open?
Perpetually gapes open.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say gaping, but you did.
No, the whole, as I said, all the stone around you is continuously shifting. The plates are moving on. You know, they're overlapping on top of each other. So this hole does, it does, depending on
Shift.
where he is in the stride, it shuts, and then it opens, and it shuts, and it opens. But his stride takes a while. You know, it takes like 20 minutes for him to complete a stride. So.
Okay, the first part is done, and now we need to get something to vibrate along those plates for communication.
Let's try to get our way to his prostrate.
Sounds good.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
We'll wait for the perfect window.
Gail, you need Gail, you need to go get some wine.
I haven't finished my cake yet.
Oh man.
I think we wait for the perfect window and then we enter.
Okay.
We penetrate.
So, Gail's been doing this for 3 hours. So you've seen it. You've seen the opening open and shut as the minutes go by over the course of the last several hours. You have a decent knowledge of when it's approaching its full what's the right word?
Gaping
I keep
there.
thinking of birthing at this point.
Yeah, when the opening has reached its full dilation. There's the word. And you guys have it timed, so as it's approaching its full dilation, you know, so you can start heading
It's
in.
fully dilated. Yes, now.
I look
Okay.
at Deimos and I say, Doctor?
Oh, he left? Where'd he go?
Doctor, are you with us?
He already went in. After
He's
him.
already in there. Okay,
James,
so
did
yeah,
you pass
I follow
out?
the
Did you
doctor.
pass out? I hope you did pass out.
Probably grabbing another beer.
Yeah, I just grab myself another one.
Oh, jeez.
Doctor, it is fully dilated. We should go.
It's about to blow. We better get in there. Make sure you have your gloves on.
I snap the latex on my on my hands.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you're right. Good call, nurse. I take it off my wiener and stick it on my hands. There's the gloves are right now. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
That was just a test, and you passed.
Okay. You head into the cavern.
Sounds great.
You shall now know me as Naughty Nurse Elwin, Part 2. Super naughty.
You can call me Dr. Deimos. Totally, definitely a doctor.
Okay. So you guys head into the cavern, and as you do, you see that this whole interior of this structure is again moving, and it has vague resemblances to biology, right? But obviously, you know, he doesn't have all the organs and inner workings of an actual biological creature. So you go down this cavern, you know, a full mile, and yes, it is Renly. And as you get in there, inside you fully enter the interior of this construct, and you can see that the inner workings are they're not mechanical. It looks nothing like Motorine. Motorine had cogs and wheels and springs and that kind of stuff. this place was made by someone else, or was made in a different way. The rock is grown. The cavern that you're inside, and it's not completely hollow, but there are shafts of clear empty space going up and down and all around. It looks like it was meant to be traversed. It looks there's stairwells, there's ladders, and it looks like even there's like a pulley system or some kind of lift or elevator system that moves up and down to various levels inside the interior of this creature.
Dr. Deimos,
Yes.
where do I need to go to get this thing pregnant with Elwin?
I have to give you a question to answer your question.
Oh, holy crap, Adis. Jeez.
Why are we clicking? What is
Hold
this?
on, I need this.
Yeah, this is good. First off,
These
Adis,
are the undergarments, yes.
That's Elwin.
Adis, good job. This is how Adis. Oh wait, what? All right, fine. Yes, very good. Adis takes the previous costume.
It's from his mother's lingerie collection.
Yes.
Why does it have such a small penis?
Best way to get them pregnant is to go, obviously, straight to the source. Where do you think the source is?
Well, Dr. Deimos, excellent question.
Is
I know you are
your
only
training?
testing me in
Yes,
my
only.
nursing qualities.
You will become the best nurse ever.
No, you were right the first time.
Yes, I know I was. It was a test, and you passed again.
I'm going to roll an insight check to see if I know where I can go to impregnate.
It'll be where the heat and liquid is, so basically we go for the lava flows.
I'm assuming that Renly says that. I'm like, correct. Oh shit. It makes so much more sense.
And because it's Elwin, he'll be fine with the lava flow, so this is great. We'll have a new progeny on this plane. Perfect. It's time you had kids.
Very large kids.
Indeed.
Okay. You guys continue on. Are you going up or where are you going? Upwards,
I'm
downwards?
guiding him that though. But yeah, so we're trying
We're
to find a
going
place
towards
where
the
we can get bang.
uterus.
All right, that's
Where
definitely.
you get impregnate and
I'm
then
pretty sure
go up.
I'm pretty sure that's up from where you guys currently are.
Yeah, so we're going up to the uterus.
Okay, so you locate a pulley system and you're able to figure out how to operate it. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while, but a simple weight test and it is sufficiently strong enough to carry you guys. So you guys go here and you travel northward, right around here. So this would be where I guess a uterus would be.
Further lower, we're closer to the diaphragm right now.
Are we?
I think we need to go a bit south.
There.
Perfect.
I don't know. I don't have a uterus, so I don't know where it is.
You're the one who has the most kids out of all of us.
I know, but I don't have the uterus. That's a different person's
You
job.
figured it out more than all of us guys put together. Like, I had a Mother's Day with my wife with our cats.
Mhm. Oh, nice. Nice. All right, so you get there. You get to this point, and you do see that there are now in the rock itself. There's streams and there's veins of glowing rock. It's like if you imagine veins of ore or something within a rock face. That's what it looks like. The wall is spidered with different glowing veins of light. They all move back and forth. You believe, as you see them connecting to different points, that this is the flow of energy, flow of life through this creature. But the light is pulsing. It's strong for a moment, and then it flickers and it grows dim, and it stays dim for a while. Then it will go brilliant again, and then it will die down again.
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to have everyone put their hands over Elwin, and Deimos is going to help Elwin as I channel my 10th level spell, and then my next spark, okay, and my music of the spheres. For what we are going to do at this point is I am going to use a certain spell or ritual, that I used in the past, during a certain wedding. And this was sort of, to help with how would you put it, with baby making, and then we are going to try and pass the energy along through this process to give this creature its first orgasm. And so we
Oh,
are going to have
yes,
it
yes, yes.
conceive a baby Owen. Yes, here we go.
oh, I will fuck the shit out of whatever you
Yeah.
tell me to fuck the shit
To
out
end
of.
to help with this, I will also use my music of the spheres. I will use obviously I will have to use a spark right here. I'm rolling a d6, so if it's a 6, don't count. Okay, fuck.
I did one, you got.
With times 2. So music of the spheres this, and I'm going to I'm just putting my energy into this thing because it seems like it's weak.
Oh, sorry,
Like-
I didn't do that.
And like I'm using my shield
Oh,
to
great.
do this, and also I'm using my other shield's ability to create not a condom around Elwin's dick, but more of a shoot. But I'm using the other part of the thing to heal this lady up, but I'm really trying to power her up, and because I mean, if she can have a kid, she better be strong. Or if it's a dude, I don't give a shit. He can fuck a dude. And then
If
impregnate
everyone's
him.
using their
Who fucking cares?
music of the stars, then or this music of the spheres.
Yeah, fuck it. We're drinking beer. I'm eating jerky.
Are you? You know what? I have this really nice cheese meat platter. I'm gonna go
Dude,
grab
nice.
it.
Dude, I just did so much fucking I'll show you later. I made so much jerky, it's awesome.
So, hold on. I want to see what Adis is doing first.
He's still linking sexy nurse pictures.
I'm just watching.
Guys,
I'm just sitting back eating and enjoying the show. You all being drunk is hilarious.
I'm
We're
not
not
drunk.
drunk.
I'm just eating cake.
I wish. Trust me, I can tell when I'm drunk. I'm at least 2.5 beers from being there. It will happen tonight, but just not yet.
It'll happen, Bruce Willis.
No, Bruce Willis, don't do it. I'm like, fuck you. I'm Bruce Willis, fucker.
So, Elwin.
Okay. So you guys are pumping all
I'm
this
gonna
energy.
use my 10th level spell. I'm gonna stick my 10th level spell, which I've never used yet. Because it's fucking cool and I fucking love it. But I don't want this baby to die. So I throw my "this baby ain't here no bell yet" instead of Deimos right in that uterus. So when that baby impregnates, that baby be strong.
Okay, I think I had previously said that this thing was a male, but we can retcon that for
He's male. He changes sex. It's like Jurassic Park.
Oh, there you
Dude.
go.
Start
Like
out
Jurassic
as
Park.
male and then
Have you
become
seen
female.
Elwin?
Cross.
Elwin can impregnate a man, no problem.
Elwin don't mind.
He don't give a shit. We're all inside of him.
I'm using my legacy weapon. I'm using my legacy weapon to channel Awaken.
It's 2020.
Come on, you gotta give it. We're burning so much shit.
I know
This
you
is
are, it's
fucking
crazy.
great.
All right, so you guys dump all this stuff into this creature, and you see the rock. First of all, the light inside just goes brilliant, and the whole thing stops moving. Before, like I said, the rock was continuously moving back and forth, almost like musculature, flexing and unflexing, but it looks a little bit off. But now the whole thing stops. Like the motion, the steady footfalls forward has ceased as the Titan stands in place.
I have a ritual for everything.
Why do you have a spell called Ease Late? Holy crap!
I have a ritual for everything.
I don't even want to know, but this is dope. I have a proof of that message.
Where do you get this stuff from?
The beginning, but not Adis. What did you be like?
It's a rock.
Catch him. Yeah.
I'm assuming that's like Adis, but like less ripped, just staring at what the fuck we're doing. He's like, oh.
No. This is a visual aid in the process. It helps women have a better time.
Mhm. Well, that
Just-
obviously makes sense right
Just a
there.
visual aid. I should've-
Yes,
this,
the
this is the rock
women.
that you are currently.
Yeah, the women.
The women. It totally helps the women. It does nothing for me whatsoever.
Yes, as I pet my invisible John Cena doll.
All right, the whole creature stops in place, and you can see the walls of this construct that you're in begin to flex and relax, just tightens up and relaxes fairly rapidly. As you guys are injecting all this energy into this creature, you can tell that the whole structure begins to shudder and shake and quiver, that it's receiving all your energy. And it
this
is
one dies. There's another one.
it's it is revitalizing it and energizing it in a way that it has never happened before. You hear a loud rumbling, almost like a roar, but a guttural kind of vocalization just tear through the whole creature as the whole place just lurches forward. You guys are having trouble staying on your feet as the creature falls down to its knees. Now, when I say it falls down to its knees, you're going, like miles and miles and miles. The force, the G-force that you guys are feeling as the whole thing begins to fall, it almost feels like a free fall. And then a moment later, when it slams down into the ground, you guys here, bludgeoning damage. Take bludgeoning damage.
No.
Ooh.
You got him. Very
Alright.
fucking great.
Bludgeoning damage as the thing collapses down to its knees.
So do I take any damage since I'm a sword in what's his bucket's hand?
No, you're fine. All right.
Guys, I found a way to get rid of him. Can I melt the sword?
Actually, as he does that, and I see the sword, I cast anti-magic on it. As I cuffed it.
I've been in.
No,
it
I
for
cuff it first, so it can't move, and I anti-magic it.
I forgot you're in sword form.
I'm just joking. I'm
This is
totally
my
joking.
boon of Befenzor ability, so you can't anti-magic it. Nice try though.
It's not
The,
the or it's you got that from the angel because
Yeah,
I
the
was
angel.
fucking with her
Hey,
and she
shut
gave me
your
a thing
face.
instead of killing you.
Shut
That
your
is,
face.
that's exactly what happened. The so as the creature lands on its knees, it begins to the flexing and the tensing of the rock begins to gradually slow down, and eventually it returns back to normal. And the labored rumbling and deep guttural vocalization that you were hearing subsides slowly. Now this is over the course of the next 20 minutes.
Dr. Deimos,
Yes.
we have found a marvelous breakthrough in our experiment.
Concurred.
If we can
Yes.
control its orgasms, then we can control its brain. And we can use this creature
100% true.
to walk all the way the fuck up. To the
Wake
top.
up!
And we can camouflage ourselves within this creature while we control it.
I agree. This
Dr.
makes perfect
Deimos,
sense.
you are the most brilliant doctor
Yes,
since Dr. Martin Luther King.
that's 100% true. And we are both medical doctors, and I'm sticking to that story.
Yes.
Now, is there
I
a rock
heard.
nearby that pipes up saying, "Daddy"?
Also, if we have carbs, I hear this will help, especially sweet carbs, such as muffins and cakes.
Mine.
Dr. Deimos Luther King, you are amazing.
Hey,
in
thank you.
your wisdom.
I would never be where I'm at without my professional and insatiably very good staff.
I prefer sexy.
It's definitely sexy.
The creature begins to slowly stand back up, and you can
Is it
feel
impregnated?
the rock move. You're not sure, but
No.
what you do see is that along the walls, the light coming from the veins of energy that are flowing through the rock are glowing brighter, and the flickering has stopped. It's a steady, constantly powered state.
Yes. Elwin. Just to be safe, please stick your dick in it.
I have a better idea, Dr. Deimos,
Oh.
but I would never go against your wishes.
You know what, actually, Elwin? Nurse Elwin, I think this right here is the time. As I have a tear go down, with the many of minutes that you've been my Padawan, Nurse, I believe I'm going to upgrade you now to Doctor yourself.
It's such an honor, Dr. Deimos.
Thank you, Dr. Elwin.
I concur.
I concur.
I bring out what's his name? Elwin? No, hold on.
Melwin?
Melwin. I bring out Melwin and I tell him, Melwin,
He pops out. He's looking around. He goes, "Yes, Melwin -1?
Elwin +1, I would like for you to stick your R2D2 stick within that vein and tell me if there's any electrical currents that we can manipulate.
He goes up to the wall, he finds the vein, and he taps on it lightly. He says, "This object is lacking interface port."
I stick a dagger in it and give him an interface port.
He takes his interfacing rod and like shoves it into the hole. And you can see him go, analyzing, analyzing, analyzing. And then he says, "This energy flowing through creature is partially electrical, however, is infused with much other forms of energy. Melwin detects life energy. Melwin detects emotion energy. Melwin detects
Life
Even-
energy.
even soul energy. All things flowing through this creature, helping power such large structure."
Hey, we got it going
Elwin
again.
Elwin +1. You are as much as a doctor as Deimos and Elwin.
It's true.
-1 in there.
We will make you now a nurse. Put on your sexy lingerie.
Put
He
this
says-
skirt on.
You will look lipstick. You'll be looking hot as fuck.
Alright, so now's the time to Photoshop it. Here, Deimos,
Also-
you can teach yourself Photoshop now. Here, I'll put
I'll
the
do
picture.
it. This will be my next week's challenge.
Alright,
This
the
is gonna be a
picture, I
thing.
put the picture in Discord.
All right.
You can
I'm gonna say
Photoshop.
you guys are all fucked. Like once I figure this shit out, like it's game ho fucking over.
Oh,
But also,
God.
can Melwin tell if this lady is pregnant? Because we just blasted her with some dank ass energy and some dick juice.
No, I have a plan.
Oh, man, don't even look at that. I don't want to have the legal people come for me for stuff. No, don't worry about it. What do we got? What do we got, guys?
You're gonna need to wait a while, and then have to administer the proper tests and all that stuff.
Another millennia. Okay. We should go for another ride as the purple world will come up. It'll be in labor.
Melwin,
Should we keep going up?
I believe maybe. We don't want to be going down. Up, up.
okay. You guys continue to take elevators up, and as you do, you see these streams of light that are flowing through the veins in the rock. They continue to spider out off into different sections, and now the interior structure of this place. It's not a full cavern. It's interrupted by different plateaus and large rocks that are jutting out at different angles from the walls and those kinds of things. As you go higher, the light begins to not intensify, but it becomes more concentrated. There's more veins in the rock, and the illumination that they give off is actually enough to see by. You guys get to right about here on your way up when you hear you hear motion up above. You hear movement up above. You can see from down below that there are other lifts. There's lifts all over the place up and that can move up and down. As you guys are traveling up, you see the lines of other lifts moving down towards you from higher above.
Oh fuck.
Anything you guys want to do?
Like, fuck yeah, we probably can't tell anything, can we?
Not from here. You do see some lifts traveling down towards you. You can't see what's on them yet, though.
Elwin stops looking at YouTube videos that he might use, and
You know what? Just because I'm gonna use my 7th level to go super Deimos, only just to push off like a something aura, because if they're coming to check us out, I want to make sure we look at least slightly more impressive.
Okay.
Oh no, I got this. And then I cast Earth Maw on my 3 companions, and then I turn it into an Earth Elemental and Barrow. I'm sorry, guys.
A wide 10-foot maw springs out of the ground and attacks one creature within 10 feet of it.
Struggle.
So you're
You have to
hitting.
be quick.
I think Renly's jealous of our connection, Deimos.
I think so. It's
Are
not
you
her
kidding?
fault. She's just pathetic.
Basically, I'm having Earth eat them for just a little bit, so that they can pass undetected while I Earth Elemental and just burrow into the Earth, and then wait until these people go by.
Okay. So you wanna. All right. So you want to.
I'm cocooning them in the Earth. Well,
Okay.
sort of.
Okay. So you do that. You grab everybody and step and take them back in the Earth Elemental form, and embed yourself into the rock. You can see. You can see out through the rock. I'm gonna say that the rest of the people can't because they're not Earth Elementals.
I rumble really quietly and be like, shh, through my Earth Elemental sense of being like, don't struggle, be part of the Earth. I'll tell you when it's safe to break out. It won't take much. I know you. You too, Elwin. I believe in you. I believe in you. Father, Elwin, yes. Have you thought of a name?
I'm already looking at my Earth Elemental penis. See how much it changes from my normal penis.
Okay. Renly, you see that several lifts are coming down and stopping around the area where your lift stopped. Right?
Okay.
And you see let's see, 6 creatures get off the lifts, and they walk around, sniffing, searching, exploring. You hear a couple some mumbling to each other. Let's see. Do you speak?
I'm
You don't.
Do they look
element.
like my kids?
You don't understand it.
Element. Oh, really? Okay.
You don't understand it. No, they
Do
don't
they
look like.
Elwin kids?
No, they don't look like anything like that. They don't look like rock or anything like that. They look like this.
Where are these furries? We gotta kill them right now. I jump out and I slaughter all of them.
No idea what's out there.
You can't see anything.
Kumbaya here.
Renly's the only one who can see. So Renly, what do you do?
Here.
I'm going to wait and see if they're being very hostile.
Do we feel these furries?
No, you're embedded. You're inside Renly right now, and
Oh, that's where I'd like to be.
Yes.
Pregnant,
sir.
you're welcome.
Rolling around.
you're inside Renly, and she's inside the rock wall. So Renly, you're
You
watching.
hear that, Renly? How's it feel to be penetrated by Elwin?
It's
Hey,
good reversal of what happened to
don't
Deimos.
ever do that to my future mom.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Deimos.
You are a doctor, so I'll believe you. Here.
Your mom likes it.
Oh, fuck you. Wait, you're a doctor, so I'll also believe it.
It's a professional medical opinion.
And I'd like to remind you are also inside your own mom, and we're not going to talk about that, so
Oh,
you
yes,
better
we
drop
will.
it.
We will not
Wait.
talk about this.
And
Hey,
technically,
Mom,
and technically
I
Tempest is
want
there
Super
with you.
Snookers
So
for Christmas.
technically Tempest is there with you. So
I have 5 Tempest.
Renly, these
The fuck is that on his neck? I just came back and saw this picture of this weird shit.
I'm hoping they're regular people, because that spinal cord will die in like 2 seconds.
Maybe that's what I'm gonna look like if I let my beard grow, because it only grows from my neck down.
it doesn't go for your chin, only your neck.
I'll be right back.
All right. So these creatures are moving around. They look pretty agile. They look pretty curious. And really, they look pretty intelligent. And as they continue to talk to each other, you can tell that they are definitely speaking a language. You recognize the sound of it as celestial. You don't understand any of it, though.
All right. Okay. I'm thinking about who might know Celestial, and do I recall who that might be at this point? Let me. Ooh, which of you speaks Celestial?
Elwin has told you he speaks Celestial.
Yeah, and considering he's the face of the group, as in, he's the prettiest amongst all of us, that's to be true. Apart from Tempest, who I'm very partial towards, always. So I spit Elwin.
All right. So you kick Elwin out.
So,
He
when
majestically from the earth, like the lord of the earth, except he's all fiery and shit. Yeah,
Okay.
lava dude.
when Elwin told you he spoke Celestial, he rolled a 34 on deception. So yeah, you absolutely believed him.
I do.
Elwin's the only one besides you, Renly, who does not speak Celestial. Deimos and Adis both do.
I just watch. I'm very excited to see how this turns out, having full faith in Elwin's ability, soon to be father that he is.
Okay. All right, Elwin, you emerge from the rock. These creatures.
And I
Yeah.
do want to do something with my elemental
Alright.
senses from my boon of Biffin, where, I can Earth's elemental speech. Anyone can understand it, so I'm going to say, welcome, the father. Welcome, the progeny's, progenitor. But welcome, Elwin, god of the earth and fire and lava. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting by this point.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
the speaker of the group.
Hey, does that last one you linked look like that's an earth elemental that's constipated?
That's a pretty good picture.
It's awesome.
Huh. I'll save that. Whenever I come across a good looking picture that might be a fun character, I save it. All right. So Elwin, you emerge from the rock. These creatures, they look startled. They have these sticks that you see, right? And they point them at you. They kind of gather together, cluster together behind the lead one, which is this guy that's standing in the front. They're holding their sticks at you, Elwin, and you can hear them. You can hear them speaking to you. Their voices sound tenuous. They sound hesitant, but they're speaking to you. You gather that they're asking a question, but you don't understand it.
Yeah, before they even get to speak, as soon as I emerge, I whip out my wings in the Elwin majestic fashion of this godliness that I have, that I just give out, and I present my draconic presence over these feeble creatures that are pointing their feeble sticks at this god that they're witnessing. And I just throw out my majesticness over them. And in draconic, I yell out in a forceful but gentle fashion. I say, I am Elwin, fire and thunder, god from the sky. Recently completed my MD, and I am now a doctor, and I am here to help you. Please, feeble creatures, bow before Elwin.
They don't understand what you're saying, but the forcefulness of your...
I do.
Yeah, Renly does. Deimos, you come popping out, and when you do, you see these creatures. The forcefulness of what you're speaking and just the sheer aura that you're giving off, they do bow down. They drop to their knees and they look at you, Elwin. Deimos, you come out and you see how many did I say? 5 of them, 6 of them, on their knees, gazing towards Elwin. They're taller than Elwin, so they're like eye level with Elwin, but they are kneeling.
And welcome his consort.
I look back towards.
I rumble.
Do you speak Draconic, Renly?
I bet I don't. So let's see. Hold on. No, I don't. I speak Primordial, Gnomish, and Common.
Deimos, do you speak Draconic?
He's gone again. He's probably getting another beer. Man, that's so... He went through that so fast. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's why I have a wireless now. That way I can get up and grab a beer.
That's brilliant.
And pee.
My wireless is shit. If you can link it, that'd be great.
Okay, so when Deimos gets back, he will be present there. But Elwin, you see them respond to you.
If you're gonna get a wireless headset, get these. Like, this is the one I got, and they're fucking awesome.
They have microphones?
Yeah.
It's a wireless mic too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, link it. Let me see it. Because I was looking for a good one. I couldn't find a good one. So mine is wired.
Buy a Logitech. They last forever.
Logitech, they broke. Well, the mute button got stuck.
You dropping it or stepping on it is no fault of theirs.
I didn't do either.
And it's only $100, dude. It's really, really nice.
Ooh.
If you can find
RGB too.
If you can find a headset with a plug-in mic, that's even better, because then it doesn't have one like been.
Let's see what this is.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
7.1 surround. Ooh.
They're really, really nice. I think I actually have a...
They sound good?
Oh yeah, dude. it was totally worth it.
What plugs into the
Fine.
computer? Is there like a docking station that you plug into your computer?
It's got a USB stick that you can plug in for the Bluetooth.
Huh. And does it take batteries, or does you just charge it through USB?
I charge it.
It's pretty sweet. I'll think about that. All right. So Elwin, you see these creatures bowing down to you. They respond to you. Deimos comes popping out, but he is currently speechless.
I got a picture of it.
What's that?
Give me a sec.
In the meantime, Adis, what are you doing? I think you ran out of the popcorn. You were munching within me.
It is a little sword.
Oh
So
my god! Ooh, that is shiny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like that it is displayed right next to the Ryzen box and your beer. Is that a beer or is that tequila? What
Yeah,
happened to
my seltzer. I
drink
stopped
tequila?
drinking beer.
Oh.
Seltzer. That's not a White Claw, is it? What is that?
No, that's a Bud Light. But I got White Claws right now. That's what I'm drinking.
Deimos, are you there? Deimos?
Sorry, I just got back. What's up?
Yeah, dude.
Sorry about that.
Did you get
in
another
this
beer?
one, really? If-
Yes, I got a couple.
Like the microphone, if I put it up, like if I just like, it'll mute itself. So I just gotta like put it up, and it'll mute.
Wow.
Bring it down,
Okay.
unmute.
That's how you go to the
It's
bathroom,
super-
I'm sure.
It's really cool. Yeah, absolutely, it is.
But I agree with everything going on.
So Deimos, you get pushed out of the rock. Renly just like spits you out of the rock and onto the ground, and you emerge from the rock, and you see Elwin there in full-on draconic presence form.
Sweet. I'm in like
speaking-
Super Deimos.
Yeah. I think you're Super Saiyan. Your hair is
I'll be his
glowing and all that
vassal.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you see these creatures. They're bowing before him. Now they're still speaking Celestial. Elwin is speaking in Draconic, and they can't understand each other, but they can tell by Elwin's aura that he's just this overwhelmingly imposing presence.
Dope. I speak Celestial. So obviously I'm his vassal.
Okay.
Oh, and
So I
introduce
started
you
yelling
as
at
his consort /
like-
translator.
Never ever talk to Fire God Elwin of this guy. You must talk through me first.
They respond to you. They turn towards you, and you're glowing too. You're golden and radiant. But Elwin is like, his wings are expanded, and he's floating a little bit off the ground. He's burning in fire.
That's impressive.
And
Super.
they turn to you, Deimos, and the leader, this one in front in the picture, says, "Are you a deity? Are you deities that have returned to our land to save our people?"
And I say, he is. And we are the best friends of Elwin, Fire God of the Sky. Bringer of peace, bringer of love, bringer of other deities who ran away.
They all of them bow down to the ground again, and the leader again says, "You will forgive this one. You will forgive me, for we are but ignorant creatures. We know not of Elwin, Fire God from the Sky, nor have we heard of his reputation. But we bow and we serve. Whatever you wish, that is our command."
Very well. For he did save the previous 2 entire planes. single-handedly bringing about peace. And now he's here. Count yourselves worthy, for he has Elwin, fire god of the sky.
They all bow again, and they all mutter it together. Elwin, fire god from the sky. And then and the leader looks up and he says, "Tell me, O great one, was it you who rebirthed life into our Titan, into our moving city?"
It was, but only by the guidance of Elwin, fire god of the side, who implemented it and used us as tools. For he is significantly more powerful.
I'm gonna bring up some my fire bolts, and I'm gonna lose them right at Deimos' feet. I imagine that's gonna be like super Elwin fire bolts.
Yeah.
Oh. And I'm gonna say in Draconic to Deimos, I'm gonna say, "What the fuck are they saying, bro? They look like they're really intimidating."
Hey, everyone!
I did
over
not
here.
mean to burn your feet. I love you.
I say, the fire god needs counseling right now. Please cover your ears and close your eyes. And then I'm gonna repeat
they all
it back.
they all
to
cover
everything
they all
said.
cover their ears.
I'm like, dude, I'm super confused. I don't know what's going on. But they think you're the fire god of the sky, and they're insanely helpful that we brought back the I pretty much tell them exactly everything that went on.
Bro.
Okay.
But I am the fire god from the sky, and we did bring him
know.
back. So
It's actually true.
everything
Holy
you said
fuck.
was true.
I didn't even lie.
You did not.
I'm amazing.
You are. I love you. Give
I
me a
love you
hug.
too. I give you a big hug.
Yeah, not understanding a single word says Fire God Elwin and his consort slash translator Deimos.
Right.
She's talking in primal speak through the rock wall. It's like the rock is vibrating. That is like yeah, all the rock around you is communicating that in this rumble. The creatures are all aghast. They've never heard their home, the Titan, speak to them before.
Come forth. Oh wait, never mind. I will let. And as I bow down, as like I kind of go away. I'm gonna let L1 go.
Elwin steps up. And Elwin starts casting a spell against all humanoids within range. I start with a hip thrust. I go
Powerful.
into the lawnmower.
What the shit is that?
I go into the running man.
What? Oh my
Finish
goodness!
off with the moonwalk.
This man is impressive and powerful.
Level 5, okay. I'll mark it off.
Each creature that can see must make a wisdom saving throw with tactical advantage if you are convinced or fighting them, which they're not. Alright, wisdom save on their part. They're watching.
Oh my god!
They're watching this action, and their heads kind of tilt curiously, Owen, as you're hip thrusting and you're roboting and you're moonwalking, and they say, "Oh, great Elwin, is this a dance of rejoicing, a dance of power? We
Let them
humble
applause.
humble ones do not understand."
I interpret everything.
I stop suddenly and I look towards them. I bring some blue and white paint over my face and I tell them, "They can take our lives, but they can never take our freedom, Bruce Willis."
I give him a,
No,
a
it's Mel
D4.
Gibson. It's Mel Gibson.
No, it's Bruce
No, I
Willis.
know. It's Bruce
It's
Willis.
definitely Bruce Willis.
It's been erased from our minds, yes.
I mean, they're completely sold. You see some of them in your as you give this inspiring speech, as you've been showing displays of power. A couple of the small ones in the back are like trembling. You can tell that they're younger, like teenager age. You see a few pellets roll up from underneath their loincloths, up from underneath their loincloths as they shit themselves.
Bring us to your leader.
Deimos, tell them
Oh,
their beard necks are magnificent.
your beard necks are magnificent.
The one with the beard neck is the leader.
Oh,
Bring us to the big honchero.
He says,
no.
"Forgive us, great ones. We don't know we don't recognize your customs and we don't know what you require of us. I am Timulsov, leader of the Imulsen. We are so their race is the Imulsen.
Oh,
We are Arcanites, created by the gods to live on this land. Once there were many of us, many races, many cities, many nations. Yes. Now there are but few. And even amongst our own people, we Imulsen, there are only few left."
the best part is we're here to save you, along with Tempest.
They look at him and he says, "That is not Tempest."
No. Okay, first off, I've been hearing this a lot lately, and it'd be really great if you guys just don't talk back, because this is definitely Tempest, and it's definitely Tempest.
They bow down to him.
Deimos,
"Oh, great
tell
Tempest,"
them.
and they start bowing to him.
Take some pamphlets.
They take
No, Deimos, don't give them pamphlets.
they hand.
Oh.
They have not earned them.
I won't give them pamphlets yet.
Not yet,
Anyway,
Deimos.
you know the right time to give out pamphlets, where I don't. But thank you. Please tell me when the right time is.
I will tell you,
I
Deimos.
made so many of them. I have a fuckload of pamphlets
I
and
know.
business cards.
You should put them all in a pile and cast Fire Strike on them.
Oh,
That is the only way to get them to everybody in the realm. I
I look
promise.
at Elwin.
I am not
I look
lying.
at Elwin, and I believe every single thing he says. And I nod, and I do this exact same thing he says. Like, my pamphlets, go forth, spread yourself between and beyond. And
I shall help you with when you cast Flame Strike. I will cast Fireball on them too.
I'm like, yes, my minions go. Praise Tempest.
They go up in a huge ball of flame. The Emulsion, these creatures. So the last time you guys saw an Arcanite was on Elysium. Remember, I think it was Shamble, the goat guy.
I do not remember.
Yeah, Shamble. Yeah.
This guy,
You remember?
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, yeah. I remember him. He's
Okay.
cute.
These creatures were their whole races and nations. They were they're made by the gods, created by the gods to populate and to in part serve, but they existed for certain purposes here in the divine world.
What about the fish people? Weren't they technically Arcanites?
Yeah. All these creatures, that all the non-angels in Elysium and on Mount Celestia are Arcanites. They're people. They're creatures of the gods.
Deimos, translate.
Okay.
All of you, Arcanites, or whatever the fuck you're called, you are all saved now that Elwin and his men of merry people, which includes Deimos, the follower of Tempest, Tempest himself, Renly, the Renliest of us all, We have hold on. There's one more. Oh, and Adis. We have all come to free you and to bring peace and love upon the realms. We have met another one of your kinds in the lower plane, and he is now gleeful and serving the Lady of Magic herself. Do you wish to follow upon his path and follow me, Elwin, and Deimos and Renly? Oh, and Adis too.
And Adis.
Yeah, Adis. Sometimes.
He has a lot of forms. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah. Sometimes he's a big guy. Sometimes he's a dragon. I don't
Sometimes
know.
he's
He
like
wears
a
a
big,
mask.
small guy.
I don't understand him sometimes, but he's with us.
They're watching you burn all these pamphlets. They're hearing your words, and they say, "Elwin, we do." No, I said, "Oh Lord Elwin, we Emulson are not worthy to hear your words. We will do as you ask, whatever you say. For surely our gods and our peoples have all been destroyed. The only one that remains, and it wasn't even he who created us, but he was lord of this land. He flies over us now in rage, his mind gone, split apart and destroyed. And over the last years, he has torn apart his own world, and we are but the few who remain. Surely our plight is great. We go about on Rathmus, our Titan, our own land, hunted, weary, dying. Our poor Titan, he, until you arrived, was beginning to falter. But now he has strength anew. O great Elwin, would you please repair Rathmus? Bring him to his full strength so that we might defeat that one which pursues us and seeks to destroy us.
I would like the Deimos to translate whatever they were saying.
Oh,
What do
yeah,
you
yeah,
say,
yeah,
Deimos?
Well, they want us to bring this dude back so we can beat up the guy who they don't like.
I look down, as if pondering. I stroke my non-existing beard. You, loyal people. Translate, Deimos.
Yes,
You,
loyal people.
You shall have the strength of Elwin
Yes,
and
you have
his
to
followers.
bring Elwin and his followers.
But you must tell us how to awaken this massive and ferocious
Yes.
and
You must tell us
majestic.
the goods to open the man. To
Where-
awaken this majestic thing.
Where is the on switch, motherfuckers?
Where's the on switch, you pieces? I'm sorry, motherfuckers. In a good way. That's how it's a good way that we say motherfucker. We're your mothers. Elwin will fuck them all now.
Twice.
They choose.
I will use a condom 1 out of 3 times.
He will not. He's lying to you.
I'm lying.
There's 0 condoms.
Condoms are against Elwin's religion.
He says he has them, but he blows right through them. Honestly, if he wears a condom, there's a better chance you will get pregnant.
If I wear a condom, it is an insult to the person I am having fornication relations
Yes.
with.
They're blinking at you.
Besides that, yes, we're good.
They're blinking at you, confused, because they only understood your half of that conversation, Deimos.
Yeah.
So they're like, they say, the leader. I already forgot the name I gave him, but he says, well, my son has a mother, and she is my mate, and I do have relations with her, so I guess I am a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. If you are a motherfucker, you are, in person, a follower of Elwin.
So I will have
So
to
saith
ponder on
Elwin.
this.
Everyone bow.
He
And I
says,
bow.
that means he says, I've been a motherfucker for a long time.
Yes.
So all this time I have been a follower of Elwin.
Yes, without your knowing. Many people have been followers of Elwin without even knowing. Motherfuckers. Also, hot lady fuckers. It's multiple.
I mean, future motherfuckers?
Future motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying?
Fuckers
That's
of
what
future
you're
mothers.
the leader. They ain't
Look.
mothers yet, but you be fucking them good.
Deimos,
Yes.
just tell them the secret.
I tell you guys.
Tell
the
them the secret of the MILF.
I start going like into like that old school just start pulsing everywhere as I go insane. I shoot sparks and just insane energy everywhere. I'm like the mill L, but like the MILF. I'm just like the power word. You have all been bestowed upon the power word.
You see them, he says, we are not worthy to receive this word.
This word.
I'm
will
gonna make
now-
a spell called Powerboard MILF.
This word
God.
will now envelop your race, your culture. You are not only whatever the fuck you guys call yourselves. You are now.
Deimos,
What?
tell them I will send him. How many of them are there?
Well, there's 5 of them here.
Just
How
5?
many people are there in your entire city?
He says,
Approximately.
his head looks down and kind of sad and ashamed. He says, there used to be 10,000 of us, but now there's only a scant few. 220 at best.
220. Tell him, Deimos, that Elwin, their new god, will send them to a place where they can prosper and they can fight the good fight without wasting their talents here. We just need their information. And I, the fire god, thunder god from the skies, promise to send them to a safer place. Not only him and his family, but everybody living within this marvelous being that we came in his butthole from.
Nice. So, as I wrote down everything he said as he was saying it, I'll repeat it word for word.
Okay.
The only addition I'll add on is like, who is the person who knows most about this being? For we might want to talk to first.
The leader steps forward again. His name is now Phineas because I forgot the last name I gave him. He says, I've been drinking whiskey too. just by the way.
Nice.
Just
Huzzah.
whenever he tries to say his name, Deimos, shush him
Yeah.
and tell him he is Elwin Jr.
Did you say Elwin Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He says, I know some things. Our mystic, who was the speaker for Rathmus, is no longer with us.
Very well. Your new name. Forget it. I don't even remember it. It's a shitty name. Your parents must have hated you. But we will give you a new name. Edwin Jr.
Elwin Jr. He
Yes.
bows down. He says, I am honored to take on the name of a god.
Yes, it's very good. Now you'll help us
Now-
with everything.
Now that he has taken upon my name, and he is blessed upon taking my name and my protection, tell us, how might we gain control of such a marvelous creature?
Obviously,
I believe we're in its
Yeah.
uterus.
I start. I keep going through. I keep repeating word for word.
He says, Well, Rathmus, our great titan, was grievously injured. We had identified 3 main problems. The first of which you have already solved. His life energy was dangerously low. You see, the titans and the arcanites that dwell upon them, we have a symbiotic relationship. They survive and they run off of our life energy. And the fact that there is more life living on them makes them more powerful. Well, since so many of us have died, Rathmus had been weakening. But now he is strong again. Now he is revitalized because of you, Lord Elwin, and what you have done in invigorating him, in stimulating him, in whatever it is you did. He says, we also know that Rathmus has a large wound in a battle with Zadius years ago. A large portion of him was torn and broken, and he still stumbles, and he still grieves as a result of the wound. If, Lord Elwin, if you could heal the wound or repair it, that would be marvelous. If you would grace us with such a blessing. And he says, and finally, we have not heard from Rathmus before in a long, long time, because his mind stone has been closed. And as a result, he wanders aimlessly. His communications to us have ceased, and he just proceeds with no direction.
Elwin Jr., I thank you for your words. I would like you to meet Elwin +1. I'll bring up Melwin. He is your brother. Melwin, meet Elwin Jr.
Melwin looks around.
Elwin
He says,
Jr., meet Melwin.
Melwin looks at him and says, You are Melwin -1 plus suffix.
Yes, he is Melwin.
He says, Greetings, Melwin -1 plus suffix. the, Elwin Jr., as he is now named, he says, Any servant of Lord Elwin is an ally of ours, and is welcome to all our full hospitality.
Now, Elwin Jr., when you told the story about the great Titan Rathmus, and one of those things that are troubling, other than the wound, that I will absolutely heal, do you know where we can find the other ailments in his body? And can you draw a map of this big ass fucking thing so that we might traverse it better?
Okay, so Titan Rathmus, if you just look at his image here, this whole chunk right here is torn out, right? It's this huge wound. It's a cavernous hole right there. All right. And his mind stone is up here.
Pretty much what I'm trying to say is for Elwin Jr. to tell Melwin the layout of the land so that Melwin can draw us a map to get to where we need to go.
Okay, so he begins to communicate to Melwin, and with the rudimentary interfacing that Melwin had done with Rathmus, he's able to scan and and give you guys detailed directions. Melwin now has a full understanding of all the lifts and transportation systems and all the plateaus and everything inside Rathmus.
Nice. Now, once we got all the information, guys, do you guys think do we need anything else before I do what I do next?
I think they are.
I think we're good.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my Music of the Spheres.
Woohoo!
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna use my fifth, like my D5, my
Mhm.
super whatever. And I am going to cast Teleport.
Okay.
If you guys gonna want to power, I'm gonna use my level 10th spell.
Oh shit.
I used everything.
Yeah.
With magic and shit like that, I'm gonna give him the War God's Blessing first off to give him a +10 on where he's gonna hit, because that's gonna be helpful.
Yes.
And I'll burn.
Cleric board.
Yes, I'm a cleric bard, and I'll burn my 2 6 levels for him.
Okay.
And I try to like power into him.
So what I want to try to do is get Elwin Jr. and the rest of his people teleported to the vigil down in with Sexy Voice Angel.
Okay. With that
Satellizer?
satellizer. Yeah, satellizer.
Satellizer. Yeah. And I have the power to teleport through vigils. I
Correct.
just want to power it up so I can take all of his people there.
All right. All right. So roll your spark. The D5.
If I roll low, I'm gonna roll again. 4.
Okay. So to do that, I'll say that your super spark.
And I used a 10th level spell.
Yeah, your super spark and your 10th level spell is sufficient.
And a Music of the Spheres.
All right.
I can take that back if you want.
Yeah, you don't need to burn the music to make that happen. The music
Okay,
is a lot more
I'll take
powerful
that
than that. The spark
Seems
and
like I
the
should make it accurate as fuck.
and 10th level spell is perfectly sufficient. So it takes just a little bit for them to gather their things, the most precious possessions, and you teleport them from where they are and send them back to Elysium. They're grateful for his safety. They ask you to take care of Rathmus, and they trust you with this land. And they, let's see, they told you what they know about.
Even that one dude.
Oh, what's his face?
We're gonna use him like the Power Rangers.
Yeah,
He's gonna be our sword.
Yeah. We're keeping that one man, the leader dude.
Oh, he's staying.
I don't tell him that.
Okay, so wait. All right. Shit. What's his name? The dragon god. What's his name?
Bahamut.
Bahamut. That's right. They've told you what they know about Bahamut is that he's flying. He's been enraged, and he's been destroying his own land. So Elwin Jr. and the rest of the Emulsion are now gone. Okay, so you guys now have a detailed map. You know that what's happening here is that so he has a wound in his side and his Mind Stone is no longer working, and also you know that Titan Zadius is chasing Titan Rathmus. From what the Emulsions told you, Titan Zadius had went dark when the demons attacked, and all the other Titans were destroyed. Titan Zadius was one of the ones that had turned and was destroying the other Titans. And as the demons left and Bahamut was enraged, actually here, let me just kind of spell this out for you, just so they would have communicated this to you as you're talking to them. So when the demons were attacking the first levels, Elysium and Lunaria, all the other planes in Mount Celestia were gathering up and mobilizing for war. But the demons moved quickly, and certain things happened as the demons were infiltrating and sending spies and that kind of stuff. So one thing that went wrong, the primary defense network or primary defensive power of Solaria, which was their massive army of battle robots, battle droids from Motorine, was never mobilized. So barring that, the biggest defense that they had were the Titans. So the Titans emerged, but several of them were corrupted as soon as the demons arrived. And in the ensuing warfare, all the Titans were destroyed except Rathmus and Zadius. Zadius was corrupted and has remained corrupted and has been chasing Rathmus ever since, trying to destroy it. The whole time, even before the demons set foot onto Solaria, Bahamut had gone mad. It was shortly before the demons arrived, but knowing that they were coming, something happened and Bahamut went mad and tethered himself and began to fly in the sky, and was basically a non-factor in the battle. So what ended up happening was that the demons just steamrolled straight through this whole plane and continued on, because they were basically uncontested except for some of the Titans. Okay.
Hey, this is great. Oh god.
So we gotta fuck up that other Titan. Sadis.
Alright.
Sounds like Adis to me.
Alright. So I think we should call it here. Next week you can figure out how to solve the problems going on in Rathmus. You have to take care of Zadius, and you also have to figure out what's going on with Bahamut.
And did you expect it to go in this direction coming
No.
in?
Oh, not at all. No, I mean I knew that Rathmus had problems, and I knew everything that I just told you, but I definitely had no idea that you guys were gonna heal his life energy by giving him an orgasm.
Dr. Elwin and Deimos.
By the way-
rescue.
By the way, just for the record, so on the map of Solaria, you guys are up here. This up here that's Rathmus right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been moving in an eastward direction, so he's been moving like this way. But as he's been moving from where you guys left, there's been a new natural body of water formed right back here. Which was the point of the orgasm, and as he's continued on. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night. See y'all next week.
I'll see you next week.
They call me Elwin the Tsunami because I leave nothing but water left behind.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Midas.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Bye.
That was fun.
I'll try to be sober next game.
No, that's fine.
No, tequila time, right? Tequila.
D&D has to be fun, you know? So, all right. Good night, guys.